Good morning all. Today we will discuss about dilation operation. The symbol of dilation operation, it is represented like this. And the basic definition of dilation operation between x and b, dilation operation between the image x and the structuring element b, it is equal to, it represents all the point P in two-dimensional space such that P is equal to x plus b, where x represent all the element of capital X and small b, it represent all the element of structuring element B. So what does it mean? Input image X, dilation with the structuring element B, it represent all the point P in two-dimensional space such that P is equals to x plus b. This x plus b, it represent the vector addition between x and vector addition of x with b, where x represent all the element of the image set X and small b, it represent all the element of structuring element B. So what does it mean? Let us discuss with an example. So we have an example. This first image, it represent my input image X, and the second image, it represent the structuring element P. So first we have to write the image set for X. In this image, this shaded portion, it represent the object pixel, and this white portion, it represent the background portion. So we have to write the set X. So we have to write the set X, which consists of the coordinate of these object pixel. So first I will mention the indexing. So let us assume this is my positive. So let us assume this is my positive x direction. So the indexing, it is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Since this is my origin, so we have to start the indexing from this point. Let us assume this is my x direction, and let us assume this is my y direction. So indexing along x direction, it is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and indexing along y direction, it is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the coordinate for this object pixel, in x it is 3, in y it is 2. So I will write 3, 2. It is the coordinate of these object pixels in the image X. Similarly, we have to write the set for the structuring element B. In structuring element B, this is my origin. So we have to start indexing from this origin point. So for this origin, the coordinate, it is 0, 0. Since this is the shaded portion, so we have to include the coordinate of the shaded portion in the structuring element set B. So the first coordinate I wrote, it is 0, 0. Second point, for this the coordinates are -1, 0, and for this shaded portion my coordinates are 2, 0. Okay, so we have written the image set X, the coordinates are 3, 2, and we have written the structuring element set B, and the element are 0, 0, -1, 0, and 2, 0. Now we have to perform the dilation operation. So the X dilation with B, it is the vector addition of all the element of X with all the element of B. So in X we have only one element, 3, 2, vector addition of 3, 2 with 0, 0. It gives me the result See, in vector addition, this is my x coordinate and this is my y coordinate. So here my x coordinate it is 3, here my y coordinate is 2. In 0, 0, this 0 it represent my x coordinate and this 0 it represent my y coordinate. So जब भी हम वेक्टर एडिशन परफॉर्म करेंगे x कोऑर्डिनेट को x के साथ, y कोऑर्डिनेट को y के साथ ऐड करेंगे. So 3 added with 0 it gives me the result 3 and 2 added with 0 it gives me the result 2. So we have added 3, 2 with 0, 0. Now we have to add 3, 2 with the remaining element, that is minus 1, 0 and 2, 0. So if you do the vector addition of 3, 2 with minus 1, 0, so 3 added with minus 1, it gives you the result 2, and 2 added with 0, it gives you the result 2. Similarly, 3, 2 when do vector addition with 2, 0, it gives me the result 3 plus 2, it is 5, and 2 plus 0, it is 2. Okay. So x dilation with b, इस सेट में हमारे पास 3 पॉइंट हैं, 3, 2, 2, 2 and 5, 2. Let us mark this point in the output image. So let us assume this is my output image, x dilation with b. So we will follow the same indexing as we have used in the image set x. So assuming this is my x and this is my y, the indexing are 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Similarly along y, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So first we will mark the object pixel which was present in the input image x. So in x, the object pixel it is present at 3, 2. So first I will mark that object pixel 3, 2. It means this pixel. Okay. Next I will mark all these dilation result pixels. So first result it is 3, 2 that we have already marked. Next pixel it is 2, 2. So 2, 2 it means this pixel, and 5, 2 represent this pixel. So in summary, this is my input image x. For input image x, I have written the set x. This is my structuring element b. For this structuring element b, I have written its set. Then I perform the vector addition with all the element of image set x with the structuring element set b, and I obtained this result. In order to draw the output image, first I mark the object pixel which was present in the input image x. Then I will mark the result of this dilation operation 3, 2 which we have already marked. 2, 2 is this pixel and 5, 2 represent this pixel. So this is the result of x dilation with b. This method is applicable if you have limited number of point or very lesser number of point in the input image set x. Similarly, in the structuring element b, if you have very lesser number of point, you can use this method, vector addition method, and you can get the result of dilation operation. What will happen if the input image have multiple number of pixels like this? अगर हमारे पास ऐसा इमेज है जिसमें कि इनपुट इमेज में बहुत सारे पिक्सल्स हैं, सिमिलरली स्ट्रक्चरिंग एलिमेंट में बहुत सारे पिक्सल्स हैं, तो ऐसे ऑपरेशंस के लिए वेक्टर एडिशन का मेथड काफ़ी लेंदी और काफ़ी कॉम्प्लेक्स हो जाता है. सो टू ओवरकम दिस कॉम्प्लेक्सिटी वी विल अप्लाई एनालिटिकल मेथड और वी विल अप्लाई अ थंब रूल. So since my input image it is a 8x8 image, in order to draw the result of x dilation with b, I draw output image 8 cross 8. Now first I will mark all the object pixels which is present in the input image X. सभी ऑब्जेक्ट पिक्सल्स जो कि हमारे इमेज सेट X में प्रेजेंट थे उनको हम यहाँ मार्क करने के बाद हर एक बाउंड्री पिक्सल्स पर स्ट्रक्चरिंग एलिमेंट का सेंटर को हम रखेंगे और लॉजिकल और ऑपरेशन परफॉर्म करेंगे. Considering these background pixels, that is these white pixels having the logic level 0, and these shaded pixels, this is the object pixels having the logic level 1. So अगर structuring element X, structuring element B, इसका सेंटर अगर हम इस पॉइंट पर रखेंगे, then we have to target all these 8 neighborhood pixels. So for this point 8 neighborhood pixels, it means this and this we have to target. So इमेज पिक्सल्स में ये सभी पॉइंट हमारा लॉजिक 0 है और ये हमारे ऑब्जेक्ट पिक्सल्स हैं जो कि लॉजिक लेवल 1 है. सो इन पिक्सल्स पर अगर हम लॉजिकल और ऑपरेशन परफॉर्म करेंगे तो बैकग्राउंड पिक्सल्स का वैल्यू ओरिजिनल इमेज में 0 है. स्ट्रक्चरिंग एलिमेंट में 8 नेबरहुड पिक्सल्स का वैल्यू लॉजिकल 1 है. सो लॉजिकल और ऑपरेशन बिटवीन द लॉजिक लेवल 0 एंड लॉजिक लेवल 1 इट बिकम्स 1. सो अगर हम यहाँ स्ट्रक्चरिंग एलिमेंट रखेंगे 8 नेबरहुड पिक्सल्स को टारगेट करेंगे. सो this and this which are logic 0 in image set X, now it becomes logic 1 after performing the dilation operation. Or in other words, these pixels which are the part of the background in the original image X, after performing the dilation operation, these become the part of the object pixels. Similarly, if you put the structuring element center at this boundary point, this and this becomes logic 1. Similarly, if you put the structuring element at this point, this pixel and this pixel becomes logic 1. Next, if you put the center of the structuring element at this point, so this pixel and this pixel, it becomes logic 1. Similarly, if you put the structuring element at this point, if you put the center of the structuring element at this point, this pixel and this pixel, it becomes logic 1. Next, if you put at this point, this pixel becomes logic 1. If you put the center of the structuring element at this point, this and this becomes logic 1. And if you put the structuring element at this point, this and this becomes logic 1. Similarly, if you put the center of the structuring element at this point, this and this becomes logic 1. So if you perform the dilation operation of X with the structuring element B, you will get this much result. Next, we will take one more example. Next, let us consider one more example. Consider this is my input image X and this is my structuring element B, and we have to draw the result of X dilation with B. So as discussed earlier, first we will mark all the object pixels present in the input image X in this output image X dilation with B. So again, one more thing, the input image, it having the size 8 cross 8. So in order to draw the result of X dilation with B, here I also plot a output image that is of size 8 cross 8. Okay. Now in the input image, these shaded portion are my object pixels. So in order to draw the result of X dilation with B, first I will mark all the object pixel which is present in the input image X in this output image X dilation with B. Okay. After marking all these object pixels in this output image, next in all these boundary point I will apply this structuring element B. So first I will apply the structuring element at this point. So structuring element जो है उसमें सेंटर पिक्सल हमारा लॉजिक 1 है और 4 नेबरहुड पिक्सल्स हमारे लॉजिक 1 हैं. सो अगर हम स्ट्रक्चरिंग एलिमेंट को इस पॉइंट पर रखेंगे तो इस पॉइंट के करस्पॉन्डिंग हम 4 नेबरहुड पिक्सल्स को टारगेट करेंगे. सो 4 नेबरहुड पिक्सल्स आर दिस एंड दिस. These two pixels are already logic 1. So after performing the dilation operation, this and this pixel will become logic 1. ठीक है. नेक्स्ट वी विल पुट द स्ट्रक्चरिंग एलिमेंट एट दिस पॉइंट. अगर हम स्ट्रक्चरिंग एलिमेंट को यहाँ पुट करेंगे, 4 नेबरहुड पिक्सल्स को टारगेट करेंगे. सो दिस एंड दिस. These 3 pixels are already at logic 1. So only this will become logic 1 after performing the dilation operation. Similarly, if you put at this point, these 2 pixels becomes logic 1. Similarly, if you put the center of the structuring element at this point, only this pixel become logic 1. If you put the center of the structuring element at this point, so only this pixel become logic 1. Similarly, if you put the structuring element at this point, only this pixel becomes logic 1. Similarly, if you put the structuring element at this point, these 2 pixels, it becomes logic 1. If you put the structuring element at this point, only this pixel becomes logic 1. If you put the structuring element at this point, these 2 pixels, it becomes logic 1 after performing the dilation operation. Okay. And if you put the structuring element, center of the structuring element at this point, only this pixel, it becomes logic 1 after performing the dilation operation. And if you put the structuring element at this point, if you put the center of the structuring element at this point, only this pixel becomes logic 1. And if you put the center of the structuring element at this point, only this pixel, it becomes logic 1. Okay. So for this input image X, after performing the dilation operation with this structuring element B, this is my result. Thank you.